What's up, everybody? It's another Wednesday. Y'all already know what that means. It's another episode of Raw Goodness where we talk about life, all things life, real and uncut. Um, we waiting on TJ to try to get in here, so I don't know what is going on. She just joined, but then dropped. So we waiting on TJ to get up in here. But while we wait, okay, y'all already know the ground rules. I'm gonna need y'all. I didn't know this music was gonna start playing. Never feel better. But yeah. So, like I was saying before the music randomly started playing, um, uh, that's my song too. So we're waiting on TJ to get up in here. I'm not sure what's going on. There she go. Let's see if it's working now. There we go. There we go. I can
Jeez.
see my TJ now. Now can we hear her?
You can't hear me?
Yeah. Nothing really
You
better.
said you can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, let me put this up. And let me change this. Mm-mm. There we go. Hey, I think yo bro is still asleep. I called her. You hear me?
Yeah, I was about to say, Dad, wake up.
So, so, everybody. We go over ground rules first and foremost. Okay. TJ, if you have to mute, all the controls are down at the bottom.
All
Um,
right, say it again.
I said if you have to mute, all the controls are down at the bottom. Uh, while you guys are here in the comments, please take a moment to go ahead and share out the live. Don't forget to subscribe. So I'm going to the podcast right now myself. Um, doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I'm going to the podcast right now myself on YouTube. And for you guys who are already in here, all you have to do is go to the share button. Do, do, do. So boom. Hit the share button. You'll see your options down here to share it. Copy the link, share it on Facebook, share it through Messenger, through YouTube, through whatever you need. YouTube. I meant to say through Snapchat, through whatever you need to share. Go ahead and share that thing out. Friends, how many of us have them?
Friends.
so, so while I'm sharing this out, y'all, I haven't had a guest in a while. So I was just cutting up with TJ like we always do. And here we are on a
Here
podcast
we are.
together. Here we are. Here we are. All right.
Shit.
So boom. So y'all, I'm gonna let TJ introduce herself. She's gonna share. You can share anything, TJ. So on my podcast, you can share whatever you're comfortable with. You can share as much or as little. Okay, I don't I'm not gonna hold your face to the fire or nothing and make you share more than what you're comfortable. Even when we talk about any situations or any ideas or anything like that, um, very much what you're comfortable with. Y'all in the comments, I'm gonna need my comments to start commenting. Okay, your comments will be pinned up here. And here we are, Jess. Your comments will be pinned up here as such, right? If you make a comment that's relevant to the conversation, I do like to have my comments rolling. It also helps, right? It helps push us out there to people. Okay. But she fine as fuck though. Your baby said, but you fine as fuck though.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna need
I
you to
can't
focus.
see I can't see the comments. Oh, do I hit chat?
No,
No, it's
chat
it's
is
on where you
between us.
at.
But I'll put it up though. I'll put
Nah,
it
hold
up.
on. Let me. Oh, I'm on YouTube because I'm sharing it out. So let me just pay
Oh,
attention.
okay. But I need you to introduce yourself. So can you take a pause and introduce yourself? Who are you? Where you from? What you know good? What's your favorite ice cream? What's something interesting about you? All of that. Tell us
Okay.
about TJ.
Well, here we are.
Well,
My name is TJ. I'm from the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I am the one and only Scorpio.
fucking
I just,
please.
I just, I just found myself in a long distance relationship. Giggly, giggly, goo. That's how I've been
I'm
feeling lately
fucking
overall.
weak.
That's like the highlight of my life. I just had surgery recently
Okay.
on my left foot. Anyway, I just like talking trash, trolling from time to time, having, great debates. Uh
Very much all of that.
that's
She does
it.
all of that.
I mean, it's a lot, you know. My baby is speaking on it maybe on another podcast what I do. But here we
I'm
are.
about to be one less friend. I'm about to have one less friend after this podcast. Okay, just look. Jessica said, "Stop." That's how she said it too. Anyways. Um, so we were just chopping it up. Y'all, let me be honest with you. I got up. Hey TJ, I got up at 4 a.m. First of all, I wasn't supposed to be up until 4:30. That's thing one. Thing two, I didn't go to sleep until like one something. Might have been texting somebody. Might have been. Hey Poochie Wally. But I yeah, might have been on my phone. Ugh. Um,
Might.
but people in my business, damn. Anyways,
Okay.
but I didn't go to sleep till like 1. And so I woke up at 4. And then I worked the whole day. And then I said, I'm gonna take a nap. Yep. I don't work any overtime today, y'all. And if y'all know me, y'all know I'll be on that overtime. Y'all know I hit that overtime. And I make it happen. Y'all, I do. And I did not. And I did not. I did not hit any lick of overtime at all today. So boom. So here we are. So I'm on a live with TJ today. And we start talking about friendship. And I was like, you know what, TJ, you're gonna come on my podcast. I asked. I didn't tell her, but I asked. I said, why don't you just come on my podcast and we can talk about it on the podcast? And so here we
Yep.
are.
Here
Because
we are.
friendship has taken on a whole new dynamic these days, right? It's not what it used to be. And I think the very first question I want to start with, and I posted a Facebook status about it. So the very first question I want to start with. So if you are in these comments, I need your participation. I definitely be on the money, Poochie. Definitely. Um, so if you are in these comments, I need your participation. Like I said, um, how do you, TJ?
Okay.
How do you make friends? And you cannot say social media.
How do I make friends without social media?
Mm-hmm.
I just show up and just be myself. So wherever I go, it can be at a doctor's office or something like that. So that's how I start off. Just somebody connected to your aura, to your vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Me, the same. It may be a small, well, not small talk because I don't entertain that, but it just may be something like a conversation.
When was the last time you made a friend not on social media?
Not on social media.
Hmm.
Well, wh- well, friend. I had a response initially, and I was gonna say like this past summer, but then if you really talking about friend as in the definition, I
Hmm.
I can't even remember.
So the last friend I made was wifey. I was just
Okay.
thinking about it. Like the last friend I made, not on social media, like legit ass friend, someone who's had longevity in my life. And I mean, no shade to my current coworkers. I fuck with y'all, I fuck with y'all heavy. But that's the last friend that I met. Like I can call on her whenever, key to her house, key to my house type shit.
That's
Um,
good.
so that's the last friend I made. And I made that friend at work. Hey Taj. I made that friend at work. So that being said, um, that was 7, 8 years ago.
Oh
I can't
wow.
remember a friend that I've made after her for real off of social media.
So what's here I go back here I am with
Go
my
ahead. No,
questions.
go ahead. Because
What
it's very
stands out more
conversational.
to okay, what stands out more to you all as far as like defining like knowing that that person is your friend? Is it that's somebody who you know you're gonna have a good time with? Is it somebody that no matter what you go through, they give you great advice, they talk you through it, you
hmm
know what I'm saying? Like what stands out to you to make you put them in that category of like that's a real friend?
So I heard this. I came across this video. I save a lot of videos from Facebook and from TikTok. And I came across this video and said a common mistake we make these days is putting everybody in the same friend category. Everybody is not purposed in your life to be the friend you can depend on. That was the example. So the dude said, I got a
The
friend.
dude.
I don't know who it was. The dude said, I have a friend who I know I cannot depend on. If I need something done, I don't call this friend. But if I want to go out of town, I want to have no drama. If I want to have a good ass time, right? Like, and I know this person out of town, they're gonna have my back. We're gonna be good out of town. Like that's what they like to do. That's their thing. That's where they come through. Then I call that friend. But I think oftentimes we overextend our friendships into areas of life that they're not supposed to be in. Um, Not everybody is going to be wifey. Everybody
Yeah,
not
like
going to have a key to my house. I'm not going to be laid up in everybody's bed, kicking it with them on that friendship level. That we just not friends like that. I don't call everybody with my drama. I don't tell everybody first. I got the first news I got today from her. She don't call everybody with that news, right? The news I told y'all. She don't call everybody with that news, right? So there are different levels of friendship, and we make the mistake of blanketing friend as one type of friend. You can have your go out friends, you can have your truth teller friends, you have your deep conversation friends, and those friends might not span across all three areas or whatever areas you denote, but that's what it is. What you
hold
think?
on. I'm about to say it. Let me go to Google real quick.
Okay, Webster.
Yeah, that. I'm
She
about
about to
to
look up the definition of friend.
that's what we're gonna start with. You look, you know me well enough.
I do, and I do. So while you're doing that, Karma said someone non-judgmental that she can trust. Absolutely. Um, and then showing they have your back without prompting and standing on business. Period. Jessica is really good at that. I do want to challenge the judgmental part because we are all judgmental. But I understand what you mean in regards to the judgment that you feel, right? Because you don't want somebody judging you for choices and decisions that you made. You want people to be supportive. But oh, it's my best motherfucking friend in the chat. My best friend Amanda from second grade. Um, she's also my only white friend, y'all.
What?
Yeah, she is. I have one. And then I have Jessica. Right, 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 right.
Okay. What is the true meaning of a friend? According to Google.com, a true friend is someone who provides unwavering support, empathy, and respect, offering a genuine connection built on trust and mutual understanding, even through life's challenges.
Mutual trust and
So,
understanding, even through life's challenges, still
so
could
to
be in different
me,
areas.
well, yeah, you know what? Honestly, it varies from person to person what it means
Hmm.
to you, and
Right.
or what it means to me. Because for me, somebody that I can go out and have a good time with, that don't to me, it don't necessarily mean that they're my friend. They're just a good Judy or
Hmm.
buddy or something like that. We just have fun. We hang out. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because if I can't lean on you in my darkest hours, or you can't like
Hmm.
get something out of me, then we don't have that level of trust right there.
Hmm. What makes you feel like you're able to lean on this person in your darkest hours? That
Because
part.
there were things that led up to it. Like it's a building of the trust.
Hmm.
Feeling like you can talk to that person, you can be open and honest because they don't come off judgmental.
Right.
Um, and you know that just not just trying to like gossip. They really trying to get to like the bottom of things from a healthy perspective.
Hmm. You know, so if y'all don't know, TJ and
And
I
then they
are
don't
share a lot
repeat
of
your
like.
shit. I mean your stuff.
You said what? You can
They
cuss.
don't be repeating your business.
Like Jessica said, they keep
What?
your conversations. They keep Jessica said they keep my business, even when I piss them off or they piss me off. We keep our conversations left in confidence. I That will show the caliber of friends you are. If after y'all not friends, that person running and telling your business, that was never your friend. Or if you run into them in their business, that speaks on you.
It
That
matters who
speaks
they
on you real
connected
bad.
with as well.
It matters who your friends are connected with.
Absolutely.
Can you have friends who are cool with people who have done you wrong?
Huh. That's a good question. Let's talk about timing.
Hmm.
So if they had that connection with them prior to, um, but they respect where I am with the person or how we
Hmm.
are with each other, we can possibly work through that
Yeah.
because of the level of respect that none of our stuff is going to get shared with the other person. Like they
Right.
just like keep me out of it. But you know,
Right.
I can deal with that. It's honest conversations.
Hmm.
Um, but if it's all some fresh type stuff, and because it's like, why would you want to be connected to somebody that just flat out like disrespected me, for example? What makes you
Hmm.
think that you're not exempt?
And I can get with that, but I definitely have been challenged. My bestie, my bestie has challenged me in the earlier years of our friendship. So me and my bestie have been friends for 3 years. Me and wifey been friends for about 7 years. Me and Amanda in the comments, this one right here. Wait, I wanna use this. Wait, where's your here it is. I wanna use that comment. This one right here,
I'm the white friend. I missed that comment.
that one right there, we've been friends since second grade, right? Okay, so that's kind of I have other friends that I'm really close with that I trust. But we are not really physically close right now. Like we don't spend as much time together as we used to. Um, ooh, shit. But so my bestie, uh, now y'all know, and if you don't know, me and my bestie met on TikTok. And people on TikTok love a little razzle dazzle in their mouth. Okay, it just is what it is. Yep, they love a little razzle dazzle, razzle and motherfucking dazzle in their mouth. They love to talk about me. They love to have beef with me. They love to do whatever, and because they're probably miserable. Um, so boom. So they love all of that, right? Now I had to when me and my bestie were um first really getting to know each other and some shit happened, I would see these people in her lives, and I like on the back end, I'd be like, Bestie, why are you still cool with them? Right? She wasn't Bestie at the time, honestly. I would be
Mhm.
like, but you know what they did? Like, why are you still cool with them? And honestly, through time and through her authenticity as a person, she wasn't going back and talking to them. Like I had to work through that. Like these are people who are not relevant. We done met, we cool, but I had to go back and work through that with myself. Yes, I brought up my concerns to her, but she's always been receptive. She's never shown me, she's never put me off, she's never been like, don't ask me this. Why are you asking me about that? She's always been receptive. She's always been like, I don't really talk to them like that. And honestly, like their interactions really weren't like that. Like if it was people on her phone, it was me or other folks that, was cool with. But I never had to question, and I don't question now, her authenticity towards me because we went through that. She reassured me through that. Her actions aligned with her words. So yeah, these people were irrelevant, but they'll still come around her life. And I'm grown enough to deal with it because they don't make me, shake me, break me, none of that. It's TikTok. I don't give a fuck. So, in that regard, that is something that I'm just like, it's whatever. But there are situations where, it's like, this is real questionable as to why you still cool with this person and
Did
did
you did you
XYZ
get the
happen.
reason behind that?
Because it was just TikTok. She don't care. She don't really talk to them like that. That's it. It was just TikTok. And she don't talk to them like that. Like she's not like they don't have each other's number type shit. They not on the phone. No other social media. It's just TikTok.
Hmm.
So,
So okay.
what's your
Well,
question?
my it's more of a comment
Okay.
because for me that would have been more of a reason to disconnect
hmm
because
But I
it's
but
because
go
it's not
ahead.
that serious.
I get it. I get what you're saying. But I mean, we have to honor how people look at that. She felt like it's not that serious. They just on TikTok. But
Yeah,
you
no,
feel
I
like
get
it's not
it.
that serious. Fuck them. And I done seen you say fuck them a lot.
Yeah,
Block,
yeah,
fuck them, block, fuck them, block,
yeah.
fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck
Fuck, fuck,
them,
fuck, fuck.
fuck them, fuck them, fuck them.
Here we are.
What's up, JD?
What's up, JDO?
Now I know your real name. Anyways, um, okay, so boom. So some of the I made a this is where I want to go. I made a status on Facebook. I said, how y'all making friends these days? Um, and I said, and y'all can't say social media. Oh yeah, I never questioned our friendship either, Jess. And I said, y'all can't say social media. So the comments are work, work. My uncle, who I met at work, said friends. I'm not familiar with this word. Marcy said volunteer somewhere. Kirby said still friends with the same people since the sandbox. No new friends. Shine said I'm not. India said I socialize with people at places I frequent. It's easier to befriend someone who already has a common ground or common interest, period. Jamal said go to a bar, grab a drink, and just start talking to some randos.
Honestly, that's before my
Parties and work. Amanda said parties and work.
I used to go like that's what I need to start going back to like the cigar bar. Just
I
go
do
there
not.
like on my own. Huh?
Yeah, I do not like cigars. Ew. But go
They
ahead,
cool.
teach
I get
his
the
own.
coffee flavor kind. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, what was you saying?
What was you saying? You need to go back to cigar bars.
I want to go back there. I was just
Uh
thinking about
huh.
that even earlier today. Just so I can just have a social life or just get out and just do something that doesn't require fast food.
Yeah. No, for real. I was so I. But I don't ever go anywhere without my fucking friend, right? Like I rarely go to events by myself, so I rarely go anywhere without wifey. Why are you looking like that?
Really? Cause girl, I be enjoying that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, I like to go with somebody.
I feel like that's where it start. Like you talking about friendships, relationship, any ships. I feel like it start with like being able to take yourself out.
I mean, sure, but I'm meeting people I know there. I might meet
Okay.
new people though through the people that I know. Like me and my homegirl Chanel, we go to different events, and I mean, we're not like the best of friends, but that's my homie. Like,
Would
and
you go?
we go to events, and she know people that I don't know, and maybe we connect there. But I have not made a friend since wifey.
We're gonna try that one day. We're gonna be like on FaceTime or something like that, and
Okay,
you gonna just go somewhere
and sit by myself and talk
and
to
not meet
myself.
nobody there that you
What you,
know.
wifey? What you mean? I mean, wifey. Jessica, what you mean? But I take wifey though. See, and why do you need it, Amanda? Because you said need.
Need what?
She
You know I
said.
can't really. I'm
She
on
said
this, so I'm
unless
not
it's a
reading the
party.
comments.
She said unless it's a party, I need to have someone I know with me.
Is it for safety reasons? Is it anxiety?
There are some situations where that is a factor. Absolutely.
Or is it like the fear of loneliness?
She said social anxiety. So boom. So you meet somebody somewhere new, not on social media, because on social media we do spend a lot of time together. We spend a lot of time, and it could present as I had saw somewhere where it says social media presents a false narrative of what type of friend you actually are in someone's life. It presents a false sense of intimacy, like being on the phone all the time, because like you don't really have to come through for that person, right? You can only show people what you want them to see. I think in our group, um, me, you, Jess, and Wakanda, I think we do a really good job of showing each other the real, right? Me, you, and Wakanda started off essentially, behind lives, but then Wakanda went through some stuff. We were there for her. Um,
I did for sure.
Absolutely, because I mean,
Uh,
at that point, y'all were closer, right?
no,
Um,
not talking. I'm not speaking on was there for her. I was more so saying like I went through shit
oh
too,
hell
and y'all
yeah,
was
yeah,
there
I'm
for
coming to
me.
you. I'm definitely coming
Oh,
to you.
okay.
I'm definitely coming to you. So Wakanda went through some shit. Boom, we were there for her. Then we then who was next? Who was next? You came in actually in the midst of some shit that you've been having to process. You had did you have your surgery before? What's up, Big Purr? Hey, Peachy Poo. Did you have your surgery before I had the red situation?
I had my surgery January 29th.
Okay, so okay, boom. So then I had a situation where I thought one thing was something else. And so I'm dealing with the processing of that emotion. We having tough conversations about other relationships. I'm gonna say it like that. We having tough conversations about other relationships present in my life. And then you and some other people were bringing up concerns and y'all were bringing up concerns to me. And I can speak for you were in the guise of true friendship, of making sure that we were on par and, like kind of had an understanding and, kind of saying like, hey, this is how it looks. Like maybe this is something you can evaluate about yourself, right? Um, and then you had your surgery, right? And I
Yeah.
mean, you can give the details of your surgery if you want and how we've kind of been there and come through for you. I want to leave that up to you if that's something you want to share.
Yeah, so I had surgery on my left foot. My Achilles tendon had to be replaced, and I had two bone spurs on the top and the bottom of my heel. That the bones had to be shaved down. So with that, it left me. Well, I'm still learning how to walk, but obviously it left me immobile to the point where I couldn't do nothing but like just lay in bed all day, every day. Um, I learned during that time the people who really rock with me,
Mhm.
and because I couldn't move around, I was unable to like feed myself for days.
Mhm.
And I, I'm I'm a diabetic, so that's not good. I would be up
It's not.
for the most part on live, and my sugar done dropped so low that I'm just shivering, not saying nothing. So people recognize certain things and, checking up on me. TJ, you good? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Not only that, I was struggling with like, because it was so, everything was just like so dark. I was drinking more.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Just trying to cope. So they came through. When I tell you they came through, bro got me a mini fridge and a microwave so that I can have my stuff accessible to me in a room.
Mhm.
And then you pretty much went grocery shopping and had it sent to me. You know what I mean? Somebody else gave me a plate. And I'm saying that to say that just because sometimes people can look like they doing something for you or that they there for you.
Yeah.
You can't just because somebody offering you something or giving you something, that doesn't mean that it come from a genuine place.
Right. Right.
Sometimes people just
Absolutely.
want to be a part of what everybody else is. But anyway, y'all really came through on that uh, note for me. Not even just those tangible things, but
Mhm.
listening to me, giving me like advice, sharing
Mhm.
experiences, making sure like y'all got my address in case y'all needed to call, 911
Anybody.
emergency services and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Like y'all really showed up and showed out. And that was during a time where you and I, in my mind, were bumping heads heavy.
Mhm.
Because of the situation that you had brought up with the,
Mhm.
since you said her name with the red cat and with some other stuff going in, just trying to like figure out, is this person really a friend or not?
Right. Right. Your family, Jay. You don't count. Not that you don't count, but you don't count
Oh
in
no,
the
no, no. We
guise
talking
of
about
friendship.
friends here. Of
Yeah.
course you were there for
You. We
me.
know that you've been there.
And I can say Jess too, but we're talking about just friends right now.
Mhm. But when Jess started, she was just a friend.
Yes, but I wanted that, so
Now I
almost
don't
doesn't
want it to.
count.
We're not going to diminish what Jess has done, okay? Because your motherfucking ass is walking better now
No,
because
we
of Jess.
started out. We really did start out as like friends, and we're still
Mhm.
friends. You know
Right.
what I
That's what
mean? I
as y'all
mean,
should be. As y'all should be.
yeah. Well, because she's a big part of. Let me just say that publicly though, because people don't know on the back end.
Hmm.
But Jess is a part of why I am more mobile now. Showing me how to use the crutches properly because I was not giving me that push I need to take some steps every day and just take better care of myself. You know what I mean? For me
Hmm.
first. So I give her that. My sister, I mean, since she did say my twin, JD or Joe, her name in here is her name in here.
J. Dior. Hmm.
Her coming through, making sure that I eat. Her and my nephew son, him
Hmm.
fixing me something. He was 13 years old at the time because he just turned 14 in
He is
March.
such a
But
fucking caregiver. He is,
yeah,
even though he be in your space and in your face, he be like this to you.
I know. But that's good to
Hmm.
to have that in you already as a child, especially as a young man. But
Right.
anyway, yeah.
Right.
So that's that.
So I do. I want to give my accolades too. To since we are talking about friends we met on social media. TJ, I don't know if you're still in here, but Peachy is still in here. These are two women that I call my wives. Um, but I have been rocking with them solid for almost. It'll be 2.5 years in June, right? Oh, TJ is here. It'll be 2.5 years in June. Um, we it's a little over 2 years. I mean, it's a little over as is, but we officially started our group chat 2 years ago, um, uh, on New Year's. And so that's why I said 2.5 years. But they were
Okay.
around my lives prior to that. And we were friends uh, off of TikTok, but on other and on other platforms. But they have truly seen me through some bullshit, right? And I promise y'all, like it's crazy how this shit has happened to me. Some shit happens to me because people are intimidated, and some shit has happened to me because I allowed it, right? But through it all, they still maintained everything that they knew to be true. They rode behind my character, right? They listen to me talk about the same shit over and over and over, right? And I feel like, as friends, like and they keep my secrets. They keep
Yeah, that's
my
important.
yeah, they keep my sensitive information. They keep that. And they don't use it against me. Now they will pop some fucking jokes on me. They will.
And you know
Absolutely.
what? Just to chime in on that part real quick, it's a good feeling when you feel like you don't have to say, "Don't tell
Mhm.
nobody this."
Okay. Okay.
Because if I feel like I need to say that, then
Right.
you ain't my
Right.
friend.
That part. That part. I feel that. I feel that. But so in talking about some of the bullshit that's come my way, what's one, two, we can talk about however many. Um what are okay, Buckeyes. Let me tell y'all, me and Amanda fought over who gets the biggest Buckeyes. Now, granted, we met in second grade, so we had some childish ass fights. But Amanda has stayed true regardless of the distance between us, physically, conversationally. Amanda has stayed true. I could not ask for a better lifetime friend than Amanda. Um, but some bullshit has happened behind some friendships. It's happened to me. It's happened to y'all in the comments. It's happened to TJ. What's something that has stood out to you that it was a situation that you were like, you were supposed to be my friend? What happened? You can talk recent if you want. We can talk recent, or we can talk past past.
Shit,
I got some of both.
I can definitely talk recent. I can talk past, but the most recent one, it was March
I got you.
2025 to be exact.
March, 2 days
And
ago.
we're in April now, you know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah,
So
back in March 2025.
back in March 2025, it wasn't that long ago, but you get it. I definitely learned who wasn't my friends. People, well, mainly this one person. The other person, loosely building a friendship, I thought.
Yeah.
But the one person who I thought was my actual friend.
Hmm.
A situation happened recently, and there was a lot of stuff being said behind my back.
Right.
That's what like made me realize this person not my friend.
Would she, if she would have came clear, like herself, like um, if this wasn't brought to light by through drama. Let me say it like this. If drama wasn't what brought the conversation to light, if she would have brought the conversation to you, in all honesty, yes, I was talking about so and so. Yes, I said this. Yes, I said that. This is what I said. This is how I felt. If she would have brought that to you in that manner, still the same feeling, still the same thought process, right? Could y'all still be friends?
I'm gonna say no. This is a reason why I would say no, because if we were building a friendship, I was already communicating about how I felt
That'd be good.
about the same person that you ended up talking about. And so you had an understanding, because I had to process the person that y'all were talking about myself before
Hmm.
any of y'all.
Right.
And if I already shared that with you and you understood it based on our communication,
Hmm.
then why act surprised when somebody say something to you? It's just like straddling the fence isn't safe.
It's not safe. It's
Not at
not
all.
safe.
It shows like a sign of weakness, phoniness. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I can't stand those people that straddle the fence, like that's afraid to pick a side.
Jessica said she loves you.
I love you too, baby.
If you're on in the church. Well, what's straddling the fence, right? Because I've been accused of straddling the fence. Okay. So let me tell you, like the opposite of rough. I'm gonna just say her name. When Smooth and Shanita was going through their thing, I didn't block Smooth. I didn't block Smooth for several reasons. I wasn't there. Um, I didn't know exactly what happened, and I don't go off of he said, she said, right? Like I just don't. I don't do that if I don't see it and if it don't make me uncomfortable for myself. Now I might distance myself from you and observe you and see if you're somebody I still want around in my life. But what exactly is straddling the fence when it comes to friendships?
When you know the situation yourself. See, you
Mhm.
wasn't involved in the mix, so I get that.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you witness a situation or you are a part of it, and depending on who you talking to, you're wavering towards that person. So it's not like you're standing firm behind what you truly feel or think.
Mhm.
You're straddling the fence because it's like you're not trying to tip this way and it's publicly known or tip that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm gonna just give you what I think you want to hear
Mhm.
while I'm talking to you,
Mhm.
and then you switch it up to the next person. That's just one example.
Yeah, I will say as a social media friend right now, soon to be real life friend, right, TJ? What you say, I mean real life like face to face. I can touch you. Put my finger in your dimple. That's what I mean.
Oogie.
Oh, oogie. That's what I mean. Like we've never met. Okay. But I will say that that is something that can't nobody say about you. What you done said to this person, you gonna say to this person. And you're gonna say it to this person. And you're gonna say it to them people. Because it just is what it is. Like there really is no hiding of your hands. Now sometimes I'll be like, yo, TJ, you could have did that different. But it just happens. It just
Mhm.
happens. And either people are gonna fuck with it or they're not.
Yeah, and it shows like how consistent and genuine I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some
Ooh,
people can't deal with that.
no, I feel it. I
A
feel
lot
it.
of quote unquote friendships thrive up off of the person enabling them, telling them what they want to hear or what they think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I've had my lash, if y'all can't tell, because I keep playing with it, it's bothering me. I have had ooh, okay. Hopefully that's better. I've had friendships that have just kind of dwindled away, right? It really wasn't anything crazy that happened. I can't necessarily say that they're not friends like Amanda, if we're just putting it out there, right? They're friends like proximity friends, right? When I was coming to them, when I was showing up for them, we were good, right? But once I started to assess and realize, like, hey, you don't ever do anything for me, right? And I'm going to use the example of a birthday present. And I don't necessarily give to receive, right? I give because I want to give to you. But if year after year after year, I show up for your birthday, I do for your birthday, I'm sending you gifts, I'm calling you, but you don't make a hour and 45-minute drive to me, right? You don't call me. You ain't no Facebook post, ain't no nothing. Then I'm gonna start to be like, I'm gonna keep this year and see what happens. And then you make
Right.
a post, oh, if you were my real friend, you would have da 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 da.
Wow.
Excuse me, and then you want to be like, and if you took that personal, then it must be about you.
Oh, so we showing off. Okay.
Okay, that'll be the last time I reach out to you. Cause I move about friendships similar in a way that I move about my relationship. And in friendship, I'm not gonna beat down your block, and you're not knocking at my door.
But you know what? What I came to realize
So
is I may be a friend to you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are automatically my friend.
yeah, this is true. I mean, but like Lady was saying on the podcast, on the podcast, on the panel, she shows herself friendly. She shows herself friendly to other people. So other people might be like, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend. But that's not really because you're not coming through for her. So how could that really be your friend? Right?
Exactly.
Um, some other crazy ish that I've had happen to me is I thought someone was my friend and she's still currently dating somebody I had big feelings for.
Er?
Yeah, I ain't never listen. So people are like, man, I've been through that. I just went through it early in life. Like going through that as an adult is some crazy shit, right? So I was there for this person through uh her leaving Detroit and moving to a whole different state, her getting kicked out or leaving her mom, her sister house, her going through her DV. I was there through her being homeless. Actually, TJ and Peach were too. They were there for her for a lot of that shit too. We were there for her for through a lot, right? And this why motherfucking Cash Doll said, keep everyone out your game room and bitches out of your bedroom. They'll see the way that he treats you and try to fuck him in the same room. Okay.
Preach.
Ooh, ooh, when she hit that line, I said, baby.
Okay.
Because that's exactly what happened. Like the girl treated me well in regard to things she gave me, but in regard to her security, in regards, and I was just telling you about the girl. This is the
Yeah.
girl I call fuck ass. So I was just fuck ass and broke ass. They together now. But
Damn.
in regard to all of that, like I'm talking to who I think is my friend about how I feel about this girl because we were really close. We were actually close
Right.
before TJ and Peachy came along. So we were close. She used to call me wifey and everything, right? Like all of that. And so on that garden too. And so, having to go through that, right? I'm more selective about who I tell shit to. But I ain't never had to process anything like that. Now both of them can kick rocks barefoot with shards of glass sprinkled throughout at this point. But when it happened, it hurt a lot. It hurt a
Yeah.
lot because I ain't never had that happen to me. And I didn't think that would be what was going to happen in front of my face. Now, I'm not saying we could have still been friends, but there could have been more of a level of a cordial, hey, hi, how y'all doing? Oh, congratulations, y'all still together, whatever the fuck case. If they were honest. If they were honest and if they went about the shit the right way, aka not developing feelings while we were in the midst of our relationship.
You know that's crucial because you're dealing if it's a situation like that, and I have been in a situation like that before, where you're dealing with someone and then they ended up with somebody who you felt like was close to you.
Hmm.
So when shit hit the fan, you're feeling lonely as fuck
Yeah. I,
on so
we
many different levels.
we definitely grieve friendship
Yeah.
the way we grieve relationships because of routine, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
routine.
that's really what we grieve. We grieve the routine and the habit of everything. So
Yeah.
yes, I still had Peach and TJ and somebody else at the time who's no longer a factor as well. But yes, I still had them because why would you believe lies about me on social media and you spend X amount of time with me off of social media? That's fucking crazy. That's crazy
Yep.
to me. But if you want to believe the lies by all means.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had Peach and TJ and the other girl.
Who else
But
name is TJ? Because I keep hearing that name, my name, and
it's
I get
it's
confused.
this one dope social worker. That's TJ. I'm supposed to be calling you Taj when TJ is around because that's the
Oh,
first
because
TJ.
TJ was in your life prior to.
TJ
Hey,
was in my life
TJ. I'm
prior.
TJ. Nice to meet you.
But
Well,
I'm
I'm
talking
Taj.
directly to you, so I don't have to call you anything. I can just talk to you.
Yeah.
Um, but so even grieving, being around her, being on her panels, talking to her, our routine of things, that is still a process. That's still a thing. And it's a thing with other friends too. I mean, hell, I'm not as close to one person right now that I was because of her relationship. Just is what
Who
it is.
because of who relationship?
You know, somebody else. Somebody else. I'm just saying because and that's a whole nother topic, right? How your friends move about you when they're in a relationship. I think it
Ooh.
speaks volumes. Like I'll have one person who would tell me like, "No, you should expect it. You should expect things to change." I do expect things to change. I expect my friends to spend more time with their partners from time to time than with me. I get it. I get that. But there are some key principal things when it comes to friendship that do not change.
Okay. Give
You
me
just
some
stop checking on
examples.
me. You
Okay.
just don't respond when I check on you. Like what
Okay.
why is there such a drastic change in that? What do you think is what do you think is an acceptable change when people get in relationships?
Um, that they can't be on the phone with you as much.
Yeah, I get that. And or if y'all like when wifey was in a relationship, she was gone more. I didn't get
Yeah.
to spend her birthday with her, which
Oh
was
yeah,
hard for
cause
me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was hard for me. She deserved everything she got last year for her birthday. But it was I'm not gonna front and say it wasn't hard for me. That was the first year in 7 years that we didn't spend our birthday together. I mean
What's
her
your
birthday together.
what's your what this pill is kicking in, girl. Um,
I don't know why your ass
what's your
took that
attachment
shit.
style?
What's my what?
What's your attachment style?
When I am oh, I like that. When I am I am I am a securely attached person. Um
Yeah, I agree with that, Colin.
yeah, me too.
I'm finally realizing that the comments is up here.
I be putting them up when they relate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But go
Um
ahead. Your attachment style?
so my attachment style overall is secure. I'm a securely attached person. Unless there is reason to be otherwise, then I am an anxiously attached person. And some of my anxious attachment just comes from my own internal thoughts, and I deal with that myself, right?
Okay.
I do appreciate the space to be able to share my thoughts, but you know, other than that, I'm secure. I mean, Peach, TJ, what say you? What y'all think? Because they know me. Amanda, if you're still here, they kind of know me the best. What's yours? Definitely not avoidant. Definitely not avoidant.
Who me?
Far from avoidant. Yes.
No, it's not avoided. It is it's anxious.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that.
Very but very like very independent.
Explain it.
Like even if I need help, it's hard for I still will try to be as independent as I can be.
Peachy, but what's my attachment style, right? Anxious, avoidant, secure,
Secure.
uh there's anxious avoidant together, right?
Yeah, that is, but I'm not gonna avoid nothing. I'm going head on with it.
So Carmen said I used to be avoidant, but now I've been with my husband. I'm more of an anxious attachment style, scared to lose him. That's interesting. Y'all should probably talk
Oh,
about y'all should probably, there are different ways that you can talk to your partner to help with that. And so y'all both need to explore your attachment style. Um, because I realized in dealing with fuck ass, I realized that I probably could have that I dead ass call her that. In dealing with fuck ass, I realized I probably could have said some things. Okay, Peachy. I probably could have said some things differently that might have eased her anxious attachment style because she's very anxious. She was more of a like anxious avoidant, I think. It's, mm, I don't know about the definitely anxious. Definitely anxious because she was scared that people were just going to leave her. And that's what I was telling you the other day, right? Like I would tell her, I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend is absolutely the truth. But when people have an anxious attachment style and what you, they fear you leaving, telling somebody, I'm not your girlfriend is very triggering, right? But I was not her girlfriend. It's the truth. I
Oh,
wasn't your
okay. Because I
girlfriend.
was like, what do you? Okay, so you wasn't just saying that in the midst of like a moment. You were just like
Well, she would try
reminding
to,
her.
yeah, I mean, but she would try to she was very insecure, right? She would, oh, what bitches you talking to? Oh, you went there to do this, you went there. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend. You can't come at me like that. You can't and I have to leave at any moment. Right? I would say shit like that. Now I realize for her attachment style, that was the wrong shit to say. If I wanted her to feel any type of secure, if I wanted to grow with her, that was the wrong shit to say. I can't say you can't say shit in a certain way to certain styles
Yeah.
because they don't take it as you take shit as even through your anxious attachment style. If somebody tells you straight up, Taj, I don't like you. Well, okay. Well, cool. You're like,
Right.
okay, cool.
Right.
Right. But some people cannot take that on the chest like that. And so it creates a whole bunch of different insecurities and different issues in y'all relationship. Right. And so me telling her, I'm not your girlfriend. You gotta chill, right? We're not there yet. You can't be questioning my every move because I feel like that, right? I feel like that for everybody. Like, you're gonna question my every move and we not even there yet?
Jeez.
Because please, right? And it's a little different if I'm blunt. It's a little different in the current situation, right? Because um she has not um yeah, I said that though, PG. I said that when given a reason to not be secure, I'm anxious. Absolutely. But she has not shown those insecure traits that make me feel like, why are you trying to check me on what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So she comes off, even if she's not securely attached, because I think she has a little bit of anxious avoidant in her, but she comes off as securely attached. She comes off as what's for me will be for me, right? Because she said that before. So the difference is I make adjustments because I want to make adjustments, whereas the other person was trying to force me to make adjustments because of their
Yeah, I was
attachment
about to
style.
say. I was gonna say it has to be a little different because
Hmm.
the energy level is different
Hmm.
from if you compare those people because clearly last time I checked, y'all were not in a relationship as
Yeah.
well.
Right. Hmm.
But it's the way that she treats you and approach you. It makes a
I
big difference.
Yeah, I don't think you. I think you missed when I said that. I did say that some of the stuff is self inflicted.
No, I'm
No, not
oh
you.
me?
Read the comment.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
so I'm about to say I agree
No.
with you.
So she says, so Peachy said, I'm anxious with a dash of secure. I say I'm secure, but I can be anxious given the situation. Because given the situation, I'm secure. There's a little bit of anxiety in there. I feel like with anything new, there's anxiety in there, right? Even in friendships, relationships, with anything new, right? You say something off to a friend, you like, damn, uh, I wonder, I wonder,
Yeah,
are they gonna still rock with me the same way?
yeah.
Right. So some reasons are self inflicted. And I did say that. I don't know if you were here when I said that sometimes the shit that happens to you is very much self inflicted. You allow it to happen. So I did say that earlier. Some of the shit that has happened in my life, I allowed to happen. Oh, fuck Ash should not have been around as long as she was around. You're back. Jessica's back. Yeah. So she can't see the comments the way I can.
Who me? Yeah, because I'm
I
gonna.
did, but I'm telling you, I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm telling you how I said it and how like the shit that I said before is what I kind of addressed what I said and what you said and I didn't know if you heard it. Mother trucker. Last question.
Okay.
What? Well, okay. Besides the cigar bar, what efforts are you gonna put into? Or do you even want to put in
Oh, no
efforts?
new friends. I'm
Okay,
building what I currently entertain.
got
I
it.
feel like I, f- I, f- I feel like it's solid,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But it was a process. Bro, for example, was 100 from the jump,
Right, right.
and that's how we actually got on the path of like this
Mm-hmm.
bro
Bromance.
mass.
That's
Yeah,
your booty
because
back.
I was
Mm-hmm.
actually I was actually going through something, and bro like DM me when I had my DMs open, DM
Mm-hmm.
me and checked up on me based off how I was on my own life. Something rubbed me the wrong way. And ever since then we've been solid. And
Mm-hmm.
that's you could it's somebody who even with you, like y'all, when you can correct me or when
Mm-hmm.
you can like tell me about myself or we bump heads and then the next minute, we know that was just all love. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we move on from there.
But what if it's y'all? Me and TJ bump some heads.
Yes. Yes.
Cause she don't be liking what I say, and I don't be liking what she says.
Girl, and but you know what? You came a long way though. With like we came a long way.
I mean, but that's a learning process. That's what you have to go through with friends. Like, and I think people give up too fucking easy. Like, yeah, you mad because we had one disagreement? Okay, let's talk about the shit. We don't have to agree in every place.
But that's just like
We
a
just have to
relationship.
respect each other.
People don't understand that love is not just the happy times. Love involves hurt. Friendships involve disappointments, disagreements.
Yeah.
It's not just, oh, every time we link up or we kick it, we have fun.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. It does. It does.
but yeah, no new friends. What about you?
Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna go anywhere by myself.
Oh, we're gonna accomplish that. We're gonna you're gonna
I
add
mean, I
that
can
to the
take myself out to eat, but like, I don't know. I don't really like going to social things by myself. I like
No,
going
it
with
ain't gonna be
somebody.
out to eat. We're gonna do like a like I said, whether we're gonna do the group FaceTime or you and I 1-on-1, and you gonna go to like a bar or something like that.
And sit there by myself.
Yeah, sit there next to anybody. I don't care. Like it's not like you're trying to date them. It's just sit there and I'm gonna tell you,
Mhm.
we're gonna talk more about what the challenge gonna be because you're gonna be given a
Oh, okay.
challenge.
Okay, because I'm not trying to date you.
Oh no, you're good in that department.
By the way, I still ain't heard from her.
I know, right?
You ain't heard
Don't
from
worry
her
about it, cause I'm
either.
about to be in the same ball. I'm about to be, shit, I'm rolling right now, but I'm about to be knocked out
But you
soon.
ain't heard from her either. You know she got to work tonight. She need to be up in the next
No, I know,
22
but I
minutes.
texted and shared and everything.
So she didn't go to bed till after 11. I think 11 my time, so 10 her time,
That's not your fault, is it?
partially. But no, she had to go to the bank, so not partially. Partially, but not partially. She was on live when I got up, so it's
Oh,
I'm not.
live.
Yeah, she was on live with
Her own
Karma.
live.
No, with Karma.
Oh, I was
I
gonna say
mean,
she's
not
showing
this Karma,
off.
but with Devils.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they were gaming. They were gaming. You know, she still try to keep that overnight schedule. Anyways, it's not a FaceTime. I'm about to call you guys.
Exactly, girl.
All right, we out of here until next week. Um, I think we're going in. Okay, so let me talk to y'all. Let me talk to y'all real quick before we get out of here. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. On Friday, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna go live here or on TikTok or if I'm gonna go live at all. In all honesty, okay. On Friday, um, You were there too, Outlaw. It's gonna be our 3rd year anniversary,
Whoop,
right?
whoop.
I know, right? Oh, 3 years of doing this thing. We've been through some highs and some lows over here. But I'm trying to just be consistent for y'all. My dog, something's happening outside, per use. But so yeah. So Friday 3 years. I don't know if I'll be live here. I don't know if I'll be live on TikTok. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything, honestly. I kind of have some plans this weekend to go places.
We got a virtual date Friday.
Hey, turn up. And then I'm excited for y'all. And then next week I'll be back. I'm trying to think if there's anything coming up in the schedule that y'all need to know about. I don't think so. I don't think so right now. I think for the next few weeks I'll be here. Be consistent whether I have a person with me or not, a guest with me or not. The plan is to be here and be consistent. If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna show up. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit the alert button so that when we go live, you can see it. Go back into the live section on my page. Watch the lives. Don't watch the lives. Press play. Set your other device down. Something, right? Because the watch hours matter. Okay. So I appreciate everybody who came through today. Everybody who's watching now, still watching, stay through the whole thing. Peachy, who's yelling at me on the back end, I love you. Yeah, we out of here. Thank you, TJ. Thank you
All
for the
right, you're welcome, Charity
conversation.
Pie.
Thank you for the conversation.
The conversation.
Conversation.
All right.
All right, y'all. We out of here.